everyone, and welcome to the last episode of MBHL On the Ball for the fall 2013 season. I'm your host, Matthew LaFleur-Harewood. We're well into the playoffs, and teams are now fighting to take the lead in their best-of-3 series or looking to close out their series to advance to the finals. We have 4 games to get to this episode, so let's get to it. Our first game comes from the K-League and has Azbar Plus taking on GK Lite. Azbar Plus finished second in the league, while GK Lite finished 4th. Azbar Plus got the bye straight to the semis, while GK Lite squeezed out a 4-3 victory against the Bulldogs in their quarterfinals matchup. Azbar Plus won both meetings between the two teams during the regular season, 2-1 and 3-1. We start game 1 with Azbar Plus on the attack. Matt Clementoni feeds Scott Kennedy in front, but he can't hit the ball behind Sanjay Gulati. Back down the other way, Richard Chong fakes the shot and gets around his defender, but Sean McHugh makes the save up close as the rebound sails just over his net. A close call for Azbar Plus. A few plays later, Kennedy bolts down his zone and carries the ball deep into GK Lite territory, but Gulati makes the save. While trying to exit the zone, Chris Barrett strips the GK Lite player. He gets 2 good cracks at the ball, but fails to score. Back in Azbar's zone, VJ Oberoi finds Sam Matala alone in the slot. His shot beats McHugh, but rings off the crossbar behind him. Another close call. With Azbar Plus attacking again, the shot from the point seems to handcuff Gulati, but the threat is gone when Alex Lufti shoots the rebound high. When you're playing playoff hockey, you have to sacrifice your body to win, and that's exactly what Matt Roy does here on Will Shen Slapper. He's going to be remembering that one. Gulati then has to look sharp on this shot from Matt McHugh up close. With 11 minutes gone in the first, Azbar Plus breaks the deadlock. Lufti finds Kennedy crashing the net. The initial shot is stopped, but the rebound is tapped in by Clementoni, and Azbar Plus has the first lead of the game. Fast forward to 30 seconds left in the first. Shen digs around his defender at the blue line. His shot is stopped, but An Tran snaps the rebound past a sprawled McHugh. The game is tied heading into the second. 10 minutes into the second, we witness a classic Gulati blunder. The ball is intercepted by Clementoni at the blue line, and his innocent-looking slap shot somehow beats the GK Lite goalie. The replay shows the ball bounce atop his right pad. That's a shot that he would love to get a second chance at. 2-1 Azbar. Looking for the equalizer late in the period, Oberoi finds Shen from behind the net, but McHugh makes the save. With just over 6 minutes left in the game, Gulati will earn some redemption for his weak goal. Kennedy gets a golden chance to add to his team lead, but Gulati sticks out the glove, robbing him of a goal. Unfortunately, his earlier blunder would prove to be the game winner, as Azbar Plus takes game 1, 2-1. With the win, Azbar Plus takes the lead in the best-of-3 series. Clementoni had both goals for Azbar Plus. McHugh made 22 saves on 23 shots, while Gulati, GK Lite's backup for the game, made 14 saves on 16 shots. Our second game is a Game 2 of the F-League semifinals between the Turbanators and the Spartan Warriors. Turbanators finished 3rd in the overall standings, 4 points behind Spartan Warriors in 2nd. Turbanators easily disposed of the boys 7-1 in their quarterfinals match, and Spartan Warriors did the same, beating the Titans 6-1. In this series, Turbanators won Game 1, shutting out the Warriors in a 2-0 victory. We start our second game with Turbanators on the power play. A turnover at the blue line leads to a 2-on-1, but Shiraz Zunis kicks out the pad on Mark Dow. Back at the other end, Christian Moras tries to feed Azum Chaudhry in front, but Justin Manassa gloves the pass to end the threat. Moments later, Alex Brown spreads down the wing. Eunice makes the initial save, but the rebound is swatted away. Another close call moments later. Rafi Jurian gets the ball at the point. His shot is stopped, and Brown just misses the rebound to put his team up. Brown is at the center of another Spartan Warriors attack. This time, he does a nice give and go with Chris Clement, but his shot goes high over the net. With a face-off win in the Turbanators territory, the ball finds its way to Mike Truzzi in the slot. He ends up getting 2 good chances up front, but the ball is cleared away. His best chance came on his first shot, as seen here on the replay, with Dowell thinking it went in. Late in the period, Moraz breaks into the zone with a nifty deke around his defender, but his shot goes just wide on Manassa. Now in the second, Chaudhry and Christian Desforges battle hard for the ball, with Chaudhry finally winning it before getting stopped by Manassa's quick glove. Moments later, a quick transition play sends Marc-André Paulin alone on Eunice. He makes a deke to his backhand before sliding the ball to the back of the net. a beautiful play to make it 1-0 Spartan Warriors. Less than 2 minutes later, the Turbanators would tie it up. Nazir Lasania's shot goes wide, but Xiaojui is there to pick up the rebound as he falls off balance. Sofian Mian also gets an assist on the play. By far the most dangerous player for the Warriors, Alex Brown is sent in on a partial break, but rings his shot off the post behind Yunus. That close to give his team the lead. With the Turbanators on the power play, it's Spartan Warriors who find themselves on the attack late in the second. Dowell heads to the front of the net before Deforge feeds him a sweet backhand pass to beat the Terminator goalie 5-0, giving the Spartan Warriors a 2-1 lead. With 2 minutes remaining, the Terminators treat the Warriors to the same medicine. Buzzing on the PK deep in the zone, the ball gets to Xiaojui in the slot. He spins around his defender and rips a backhander past Manassa for his second of the night. With the tie, the Terminators take the series and move on to the F-League Finals. Xiaojui was the Terminators' most dangerous player this season and proved it again tonight, scoring both goals for his team. Lasania assisted on both goals. Manassa fared well in the loss, facing 23 shots, whereas Yunus faced 26. Turbanators face AJs in the finals. Game 3 on the docket is the second game of the D-League semifinals that pits the third-place Terminators against the sixth-place Ballers. Terminators shut out the Burning Men 5-0 in their quarterfinals game, while the Ballers just got by happy hour with a 4-3 win to get into the semis. In Game 1 of this series, Ballers beat the Terminators with a 7-5 win after taking both regular season games between the two teams. This game starts with Terminators controlling the ball in the neutral zone. Tasso Adamakopoulos cuts around one defenseman, but James Figueroa makes a save. Back in the Terminator zone, Adamakopoulos is victim of a turnover in the slot, forcing Donnie Broccolini to make a big save on Jacob Nomiuk. Still in Terminator zone, Broccolini turns aside Nomiuk, this time with a blocker save with traffic in front. Now in the second period, more heroics from Broccolini. The initial shot is blocked in front, and a mad scramble ensues. The ball makes its way back to Elliot Kamek, who has Broccolini at his mercy, but shoots it right in the goalie's chest, much to his disbelief. That save would be big because back at the other end off an offensive zone face-off win, Pat O'Neill taps in the Frank Alphone rebound to give the Terminators the 1-0 lead. Late in the period, O'Neill looks for his second of the game when he's posted in front of Figueroa, but sends his shot high and wide. Moments later, a close call for the Ballers when the shot from the point goes wide and takes an odd bounce off the boards and almost goes in after hitting Figueroa. Ballers would tie the game up with 11 minutes left to play. Off the face-off win, Mike Nelson spins around Norm Plouffe, giving himself some room, and blasts a wrister high on Broccolini. Matt Butcher has an assist on the power play goal. Fast forward to the final minute. Steph Tsubai wins a face-off back to Dalphone, who snaps a quick shot that beats Figueroa, who didn't see the ball until the last second. Terminators take Game 2 to force a mini Game 3. Deep in Baller zone on a 4-on-4 situation, Steve Nelson manages to send Nomiuk on a partial break, but he can't take a good shot while being covered by Matt Bazinet. Now for an awkward play in the Baller zone. Figueroa attempts to make the save on the O'Neill backhand and seems to tweak his right knee. You can see him here hopping along to follow the play. Despite being in visible pain, he still manages to get into position to make the save. Once the play stopped, Figueroa was helped off the surface of the ice, and with clemency of the refs and the other team, Costa Anastopoulos was able to suit up and finish the game in goal. Looking to strike fast, Dalphone takes a slapper from the sideboards, only to be met by a stone-cold glove save. Moments later, it's Bazinet's turn to get stoned by the player-turned-goalie when Anastopoulos makes an acrobatic Martin Brodeur-type sprawling save to keep the game tied at 0. An absolute beauty. That save would prove to be the difference maker when this happens in sudden death overtime. Jason Secchiano manages to grab the rebound from the scramble in front of the net and send the ball to the back of the net, while at the same time sending the Ballers to the finals, completing the upset. Anastopoulos made 6 saves after replacing Figueroa in nets. With the win, the Ballers move on to face the Outlaws in the D-League Finals. We return to the K-League for our last game of the night to see Banana Hammocks taking on Wheeling Nailers. This is a battle of 1st versus 6th. By finishing 1st, Banana Hammocks got a bye into the semis, while Wheeling Nailers upset the Hitmen with a 3-2 victory in their quarterfinals matchup. Banana Hammocks won both of the regular season games against the Wheeling Nailers, allowing just 1 goal. Our final game begins with the Wheeling Nailers on the attack. Matthew Mandato finds Billy Raptis and heads to the front of the net. Jeff Howells makes the initial save on Raptis, but Mandato taps in the rebound to give his team the early 1-0 lead. 1 minute after that, Peter Psy-Harris shoots the ball in from the blue line. Slow to respond, Psy-Harris races in to grab the rebound and feeds Tim Mancini, who has an open net to shoot at. 2 goals in just under 3 minutes of play. On the ensuing faceoff at center ice, Raptis grabs the ball and speeds around his defenseman to get another great chance up close on Howells. The Wheeling Nailers came to play. Back at the other end, Andy Bialik comes down the right-hand boards all the way around the net before feeding Jan Perina Yegon, who sees his shot stopped by Justin Manassa. With 2 minutes left in the period, the Banana Hammocks will cut the lead in half on the power play. The initial point shot is stopped, and a scramble ensues for the rebound in front, which is finally put in by Peter Carter. It's 2-1 Wheeling Nailers. In the dying seconds of the period, Joe Messina battles hard with Bialik in the corner before sending the ball in front of the net. Howells is unable to cover the ball, and Anthony Corey taps in their loose ball to retake the 2-goal lead heading into the second. We move on to the second period with Banana Hammocks buzzing in the Wheeling Nailers zone. Mark Bannon finds Keith Sims alone in the slot. His shot hits off Bannon's leg and goes in, sending Manassa fuming, claiming that it was kicked in. The replay shows no distinct kicking motion. The goal stands. Looking to regain their 2-goal lead, Makis Perazzo gets stopped by a classic Howells awkward sliding save. Banana Hammocks complete the comeback to tie the game at 3 midway through the second period. A nice passing play ends when Sims masterfully redirects the Tommy Rydick point shot past Manassa, who couldn't do much on the play. Fast forward with 4 minutes remaining in the game, the Banana Hammocks clearing attempt is stopped at the blue line and sent right back in. Left out of position after the shot, Howells can't do anything in front of Raptis, who has an open net to bury his shot. 4-3 Wheeling Nailers. Looking to tie the game near the end of the period, Manassa stands tall in front of the oncoming attack, freezing the ball and allowing his team to come away with the 4-3 victory. After having never scored more than 3 goals in a game all season, including only 18 in total, the Wheeling Nailers offense picked up at the right moment, scoring 4 goals in this game. To complete the upset, the Wheeling Nailers will need to win or tie game 2 to advance to the finals. It's now time for the highlight of the night. And for that, we go back to game 3 between the Ballers and the Terminators. The player-turned-goalie Costa Anastopoulos stones Matt Bazinet with a Marty Brodeur-type glove save. A save worthy of the highlight of the night. That's all for this episode of MBHL on the Ball. I wish every team the best of luck in their quest for the MBHL Championship. For copies of your full game, please email Sean Guerrero. We're already looking forward to the next series of MBHL games coming in the winter 2014, so stay tuned. Until then, I'm Matthew Leffler Harewood, wishing you happy holidays.